taking it over there. But let's see the list of who enslaving us in real life. Now we gotta go back to the chart of World War II. 5 countries have received over a quarter of all U.S. foreign aid since World War II. That's how long we've been slaving. And as you can see, the chart right here is Israel, Vietnam, Egypt, Afghanistan, and South Korea. And as you can see, 960 billion. And as you can see, it's a lot of money going towards Egypt, Israel, Afghanistan, South Korea. So every time we pay our taxes, every 2 weeks, they keep getting our money. And ain't these the same peoples right here that so-called being the chosen ones that hate us? So you ask how they own the NBA, how they own Hollywood, how they own the media company. We is paying for it. Come on, let's keep going. Obligation. Togo, Portland, all these countries is receiving millions while we paying our taxes receiving nothing. You see it? Let's keep going. Come on, let's keep going. You see all this, and then you see the word obligation. So they gotta do it. Disbursement from Washington, D.C., Italy. Everybody's receiving millions in Romania, Spain, Netherlands, Japan, Portugal, Botswana. Come on now, Gambia, Guyana, Belize, Tobago, Fiji, Samoa. Come on, the Bahamas. Come on, Belgium, Grenada. See, these a lot of peoples, and they obligated to get millions. Okay, as you can see. As you can see, Israel, Cuba, the Congo, Costa Rica. Come on, man. See this? Russia, they all get millions, and they're obligated to do it. Mongolia, Sierra Leone, India, Peru, they all getting billions relaxing while we slaving like a dog every 2 weeks. Jordan, Ethiopia, Afghanistan, South Sudan, Nigeria, Yemen, Kenya. Come on now, all these is getting millions and billions. Come on, let's keep going. As you can see, Ethiopia, Iraq, Nigeria, South Africa, and they're just in 2022. U.S. millions, they getting millions. Come on, let's go down some more lists. Now, this here get in there. No, it's been a couple of days. I ain't been posting. But I wanted to go down this rabbit hole of who owes us reparations. And I asked a lot of people, do you know who owe you reparations? And a lot of people said no. So I'm here to answer it right now. But first thing first, we got to understand who been enslaving us the whole time. Now, before I start, if you'd like to donate, I greatly appreciate it. As usual, man, I swear. But let's get back to it. There's 177 embassies in Washington, D.C. So that means it's 177 races inside of America. But if they all in D.C., that means these are your Democrats, these are your Republicans, these are the people who's fighting for taxation and taxing us. Because what else they here for? And did you know it was 177 embassies in America? Taking gold, wealth, land, everything they can take while we enslaving. But first you gotta ask yourself, when you at work, you look to the left of you, you look to the right of you, you only see a couple of races. Maybe white, maybe black, maybe a couple of Africans, maybe a couple of Mexicans, and so on and so on. But what all these other races in America doing? They are resting on their behind and waiting for we to be paying our taxes to them.
1 minute.
Now, let's see the chart on how they've been enslaving us the whole time. Because if you go to some of these countries, they don't work. No such thing as taxation. No such thing as slavery. But they all get to come here and get straight checks. Like what's happening now with the immigrants. They come here and they get well taken care of, beyond belief. Not to mention shelter. Because you don't see 177 races in America, do you? On the streets, do you? Only ones you see on the street is black, white, and Mexicans are homeless. But we is the only one that's not immigrants on our own land. And the bare minimum they give us is food stamps and maybe a crazy check. Does that make sense? Now, let's look at this act right here, a Foreign Assistance Act of 1948. But this is just recent, but we can go back to the 1850s where they sent all our money over there. But let's look at the chart and see we all get paid off our taxation every 2 weeks. Now, here go our chart, as you can see, in the blue, green, light green, dark blue, all these countries is getting millions. Whereas you can see the light green, where it says 0, we get nothing. Let's look at the light green, 0. So all our money is going to the blue, the dark blue. You see what I mean? So they getting all our money from over here and taking it over there. But let's see the list of who is saving us in real life. Now, we got to go back to the chart of World War II. 5 countries have received over a quarter of all U.S. foreign aid since World War II. That's how long we've been slaving. And as you can see, the chart right here is Israel, Vietnam, Egypt, Afghanistan, and South Korea. And as you can see, 960 billion. And as you can see, it's a lot of money going towards Egypt, Israel, Afghanistan, South Korea. So every time we pay our taxes, every 2 weeks, they keep getting our money. And ain't these the same people right here that so-called in the chosen ones that hate us? So you ask how they own the NBA, how they own Hollywood, how they own the media company. We is paying for it. Come on, let's keep going. Obligation. Togo, Portland, all these countries is receiving millions while we paying our taxes receiving nothing. You see it? Let's keep going. Come on, let's keep going. You see all this, and then you see the word obligation. So they got to do it. Disbursement from Washington, D.C., Italy. Everybody's receiving millions in Romania, Spain, Netherlands, Japan, Portugal, Botswana. Come on now, Gambia, Guyana, Belize, Tobago, Fiji, Samoa. Come on, the Bahamas. Come on, Belgium, Grenada. See, these a lot of peoples, and they obligated to get millions. Okay, as you can see. As you can see, Israel, Cuba, the Congo, Costa Rica. Come on, man. You see this? Brussels, they all get millions, and they're obligated to do it. Mongolia, Sierra Leone, India, Peru, they all getting billions relaxing while we slaving like a dog every 2 weeks.
We took a loss there.
Jordan, Ethiopia, Afghanistan, South Sudan, Nigeria, Yemen, Kenya. Come on now, all these is getting millions and billions. Come on, let's keep going. As you can see, Ethiopia, Iraq, Nigeria, South Africa, and they're just in 2022. U.S. millions, they getting millions. Come on, let's go down some more lists. Now, this is the year 22. Ethiopia, Jordan, Afghanistan, South Sudan, Congo, Yemen, Nigeria, Sudan, Somalia. Everybody is getting billions. But who is the big team players who's getting the most? These are, once again, the big money players because they is in Washington, D.C. running the Fed Reserve. As you can see, the big money players, they get $312 billion a year. Woo! South Vietnam get $184 billion a year. Egypt get $183 billion. Afghanistan is get $157 billion with a B. So when you pay your taxes for your house and everything else, that means these people is getting billions.
Seek the Creator, your power, and David, your king, your one. Whom I will raise up unto them. But they shall serve Hawah, just like Hosea 3. They shall serve the Creator first, right? And David, their king. That's secondary to serving Hawah. To serve Hawah means you KTC. You are back in code. No killing your brother, right? No stealing from your neighbor. No power before me, right? Most high over everything. No power before your power, which is the Creator. Secure breath, Hawah. Existence. So you serve your existence. You serve your source, your power. Then you get Daweh, your Khan. Now we're talking Jacob's trouble. But out of he shall be saved. In that day, says Hawah, I will break his yoke from your neck. You're going to be free. Free knockers. I will burst your bands. And strangers shall no more make you their slaves, man. We're talking end of days, end of times, because this ain't happened yet. I'm like, this ain't happened when the tribe came together out of trouble. They shall serve the Creator and David in the future, because I will raise up unto them. Then we're talking about turning your captivity, which means, you're going to be restored, your seed from the land of their captivity. Who will save us, JC? Prester? No. I will save you. The Prester ain't our Savior. The Prester is the Hamashiach messenger. There's a difference. The Creator sends the Prester because the Prester is David, who is the anointed Khan. Back to talking covenant of peace. Third witness. Write it on your bumper sticker. Ezekiel 37:24 through 26. Let's go. What's it got to do with the Kentuckians drop? What's it got to do with the Coom saying him drop? The Coom say wanted a covenant of peace, but he wasn't about to make no treaties with the hijack. And neither were the Chickamauga, because the Chickamauga didn't make no damn treaties, boss. Like the majority of Cherokee people chose to make treaties of peace and friendship. That's what this peace is referring to. I'm talking covenant of peace. Who will save us? I will save them. Another witness saying exactly the same thing, that Hawah is our only Savior. Just like Isaiah, was it 43? Only I am their power. I will save them. 24, my servant David shall be king over them. Come on, man. Third witness. Hosea, Jeremiah, Ezekiel. You still doubting me, or do you not want to read? And you want to replace this with Yahushua, huh? Somebody said, oh, I think David is Yahushua. Would you stop the capery? Why does David need to be Yahushua in the New Testament? Getting sacrificed on the cross? No, we were sacrificed on the cross, my nigga. We were hung from a tree. That idol represents us, our struggle, which is why you buy it hook, line, and sinker, because it represents you. There's something familiar about that struggle. You were hung from a tree, like it says in the book of Acts. JC was hung from a tree. Who was hung from a tree? Strange fruit. Ezekiel 37, verse 24. And my servant David shall be king over there. There ain't no confusion. Who's confused? I ain't confused. Is you confused? And they all shall have one shepherd. You confused about the shepherd? The what? How are you confused? Why do you want to substitute this with JC? All Hawa asks us to do is walk in his ways, walk in my ordinances, observe my statutes, and do them, and they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob. I'm not talking about anybody else's tribe. I'm talking about the land, because this is all about land. When I go start talking about Morocco, sacred mountains of Hermonics, the pyramid, the mound built, it's all about the land. Columbus wants the land. Prester John got the land. What do you mean? My nigga, what do you mean? I say it's all about the land, but not before Hawaii. But in code, it's one of the first things that are restored unto you. Call it magic, but it's in the code, and the earth is in code. Are you? Ama's waiting for you. You got the Ama, you got the land, you got the mother, you got the keys. Whose land? They came over here looking for this. Need you to understand.